Virgo, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign. Now, this is an energy reading, so please take it where and how it resonates in your life, because it is your message. And if you're not a Virgo and this has popped up on your feed, it's absolutely for you. It would only come to you because there's something here that you need to hear. Whether it's like something that makes you realize something, wake up to something, blatant information that makes everything make sense, or support that you need. But it always shows up just when you need it. And this is where your message begins. In the past, that's Cancer. That's Cancerian energy. That's home. That's growing up. It's actually taking your life into your own hands and being able to move forward. So understanding your own direction, a very personal understanding of what matters to you and where you want to go, and taking action to do it, taking action to go there. This is a little bit in the past. It showed up. So going in your own direction and moving forward, or you're dealing with a Cancerian energy. Okay, then we have this. Oh, the Lovers card. This is a divine connection. This is somebody that you were supposed to meet, that you needed to meet, that really kind of is necessary in your life. Not in a needy way, not in a codependent way. You know, like in the way that I don't know, like I need somebody. But no, at some times in our lives, we need partnership because we cannot get to the next step without somebody else. This could be romantic. It's usually romantic with the Lovers card, but it could also be representative of just intense connection. And it was, because it's major arcana, this is a connection that was meant to be. It was divine. So in some ways you did need it, because this is sort of the pre-programmed skeletal level of your existence. This is a benchmark that you had to hit, and you're hitting it. Benchmark that you had to hit. This is almost like growing up and then finally being ready to be with somebody else in some capacity. This could be the boss that was meant to be with you. This could be the business partner that you have been searching for, or this could be the romantic partner that is just, it's like you're finally ready for them. That's what it's saying. You're finally ready. You've reached the point in your development, and you started on this road maybe a few years ago, that you can be with somebody now. And then this card came out too. And it either represents your matured state, because this would be Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. So it's saying you are mature enough. You have reached your own evolution to finally be able to be or know and be able to understand and see your person. Or this is a hint to your person, which is suggesting they are another earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, distinguished, grown up, masculine. Have their life together, have their shit together. They are a producer, they are a provider. They are well-to-do, usually with King of Pentacles. They're very well-to-do because they know money very well. They know business very well because they're very responsible. They're very hardworking, and they're very ethical. So here we go. We've come to this point. They are definitely somebody who would impress even a discerning soul like you, because they have their shit together. And this is where we begin. No, let's get a moon card. It's a good time, right? To get into it, to get into that moon. You're very close to achieving your goal. My friends, this is a timestamp. Well, not timestamp. Timestamps are different, right? Timestamps are how we connect to certain phases in the video. This is a timeline. We have a full moon coming up on October 6th. This is a waning gibbous, which is a moon phase. It's when it's past a half and it's almost full. So that would put us at, forgive me, that would put us at October 4th at the latest, maybe October 3rd. Right now, that's where we are. So it's current. This is where we are. We're almost there. So somebody very significant will be coming into your life over the next couple of days. Even if, so this is filmed, just so you know, as a time reference. This is being filmed on October 3rd of 2025. You could very well run into this video many years later. Once it's out on YouTube, it's always out on YouTube. Just know what this means for you is it may not be full moon associated, but it is a time frame. And we're talking about 3 days. Now, I wouldn't get so up in your head about it because especially if it is after the fact, being a moon, it could be 3 months. But it's not far. In terms of where your life is, this is coming. And then we have, oh, I love this card. Confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. So, bottom line, I'm going to be very direct with this. You are ready. Not because I say so. I don't even know your ass, okay? But because I am channeling a message from the universe that is coming to you at just the right time, and you need to know. It needs to be pointed out to you at this moment in your life. You're ready. It may have been a long journey to get here, so you may be a little bit shaky legs, you know, not very, like maybe a little bit weary. You can be weary and ready. You are ready for this. You are. It would not be coming into your life were you not ready. There's a lot of blessings that are coming into people's life now. And it's because they've earned the level of strength and maturity to be able to manage them. Blessings are heavier than burdens. They take a lot of strength and understanding of the self. The worst thing that can happen to you in your life is to know you've received a blessing and to fumble it because you weren't ready to receive it. You rushed things. Maybe you cheated the system somehow. It's like winning the lottery ticket when you're too stupid to know how to manage money. Can you imagine having to look back in 5 years and say, I had $100 million in my hand and now I'm broke again? What kind of a failure that is. You've been protected in this scenario from that happening. You've been protected. You were made prepared before the blessing came in. So you really are ready for this now. This is all happening in the past. So for whatever reason, the universe wants to review what led up to this. Embrace the in-between. So there was a transition or transitional period in your life that you needed to go through. That was necessary. Then we have set healthy boundaries. Set healthy boundaries that's what you needed to learn to be ready. There was definitely like changing or shifting your boundaries because either your boundaries were far too thick and high, or your boundaries were like you had way too many of them, or you didn't have enough. And that wouldn't have worked. for this very intense and very important relationship that is coming into your life. Reclaim your power. You're just emerging as a very powerful person. So there is faith and spirituality involved here. There is a sense of certainty in self that is involved here. And then we have watch your words. Watch them. You've learned to be very particular on what you say and how you say it. This is important because maybe for the first time in your life, you understand how powerful your words are. As a Virgo, your words are your magic wand. So the understanding of knowing that your words have meaning and what you speak defines you and the world around you. It's that powerful for you. And understanding that is shifting things in your life. Act as if. There was a little bit of fake it till you make it involved here. Maybe a little bit of imposter syndrome that you were dealing with. You've also learned the power of silence. To understand before you decide you know anything at all. And then time for a deep dive. Ready to go deep. Faithful enough to be vulnerable and open, knowing that other people's actions don't define you. This is Libran energy that says partnership is now appropriate. I hope I've caught you up. Virgo. Wow. And now we're moving into the future. Just a little bit beyond today. We have by the book. And then we have come back to the edge. You have come this far in a way that you feel very comfortable knowing and understanding why you're where you are now. And you're ready to take a risk again. Because it is a calculated risk, but also you're prepared. You know, when you're, say, in dance class, you don't start on point shoes because you will hurt yourself. They're dangerous. They're risky. They're very unnatural. You cannot use them without a lot of like a training, strength training. But when you're ready to use them, they're the appropriate step. They're the appropriate way to step. They're the appropriate tool. You must, or you can't progress. You see what I'm saying? It's time. It's time to come back to the edge because now you have the balance, the knowledge, the strength, the power, the certainty in yourself to be on the edge and not fall off. I know that partnerships are risky. The universe is telling you through this message, it's time to take that risk again because you are at a position in your life where you can handle it. This risk will always be a risk, but it is a little bit not as risky because you're prepared. Certainly a prima ballerina, Sylvie Guillaume, could always have the potential of harming herself on point shoes because point shoes are difficult. But her level of skill was so profound that that risk was tiny, tiny, tiny. And the probability, because of her professionalism and her development and what she had become, the probability was always success. And so the universe says, with the full acknowledgement that certain things are always risky, you are absolutely at a place where probability, profound probability says something wonderful is going to happen here. And I'm telling you right now, the leap of faith is part of the recipe. The willingness to understand and mitigate risk, the willingness to identify the valuable risks and the risks that are stupid, is part of what you now have to understand you have that you didn't have before. Let's get into this angel message. Balancing. God, I love you so much. Balancing masculine and feminine energies. My friends, is that not what a relationship is? And yes, always, it doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. What matters is you in yourself can balance your own masculine and feminine energy, which is why you can identify the appropriate external balance and what you need. Let's find out who this person is that's coming into your life. I can't tell you why. I won't be able to tell you why. Because the why is going to be different for all of you. Depends on which house this is all playing out in, right? It could very well be your career. Could very well be your 7th house of romantic partnerships. It could be friendships. It could be family. It's going to play out for all of you out there differently. But what we're going to do in the extended is we're going to break down who this person is and why they're here. For you personally, what they're going to add to your life. And we'll get a description on them too. So if you're curious, come along. I'll see you there.